Hi guys, my name is Lally. I am a wig maker, a costume maker and a Lady Gaga impersonator, and I'm coming to you today with this Lady Gaga Stupid Love wig tutorial. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and here we go. Alright, so you just want to pin your wig to your block. This wig is by Drag Accessories, but you can use any high density pink wig. I'm just going to brush that through, make sure there's no tangles and section it off. Now I'm just going to take my fluorescent pink ink and a spray bottle, some isopropyl alcohol, and I'll put the recipe for this down in the description box so I don't bore you with it. And I'm just going to spray that on the bottom layer of the wig. I did realise that it wasn't quite as pink as I'd like it, but it didn't matter for the bottom layer, so I adjusted the amount of pink ink for the next layer. So for the next layer, you just want to take little sections, as if you're doing highlights really, and you should be wearing gloves to do this, but I forgot to put mine on. So just brush that through and spray the pink dye all over the hair. And now brush it through again to blend it and pull it down. And just keep repeating that until you get to about 2/3 the way up. Just taking little sections and then spraying the pink ink into the sections. And you can pull the sections from anywhere really. The more dispersed, the better it's going to look. It's really important to constantly comb your wig because synthetic hair tends to tangle really easily, so getting all the tangles out before and after dyeing, and also combing the hair through does blend the dye and pulls it down throughout the whole strand of hair, and it just blends it really nicely. Now for our violet dye, we want Rowney blue, the same fluorescent pink, and another spray bottle, some isopropyl alcohol, and again I'll put the recipe for that in the description box below. And we want to take thinner sections and pull them away from the wig and work those through in sort of violet low lights. You really want to cover the rest of the hair from being tainted with this dye and just have the tiny strands that you're doing. Give me a like and a comment down below if you'd like me to make a wig dyeing video to show how to get shades of various dyes using various colours of hair. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when that video is up. From about 2/3 the way up the wig, you want to alternate each section. So first section doing pink strands, and then the next section doing violet strands, and so on until you get to the very top piece in the parting and crown, and that piece you want to just be pink. To finish the dyeing, we just want to make sure everything's nicely combed through, and then we will leave it for about 8 to 12 hours to dry. I've now transferred my wig onto a cork block, and I'm just going to brush it through so it's not crispy from all the dye, it's nice and soft again. And you want a whole lot of pink hairbands now. Just blow dry the top of your wig to get rid of the parting and have all of the hair going backwards like so. Now you want to create a half ponytail just on the crown, about where the points of your eyebrows would be. And then you want to take quite a lot from the back as well, because that will be covered by the ponytail, so you can make it thicker by kind of swooping underneath. Just brush out all the hair, make sure there's no knots, and smooth out both sides of the ponytail so that there's no bumps and it's really nice and neat looking. And then you can use one of your pink hair ties to just tie that up. Now you just want to section off your strands, so you just want to take a 2-inch section on either side of the front at the lace and clip that away. You just want to make sure that your tracks are still covered by the hair, so don't take too much. And then you also want to take about another 2-inch section just by the ponytail on either side. You want to take the hair from a diagonal line from your temple up to the ponytail so that you can keep covering those tracks underneath. Just smooth it out and then secure it with your pink band. Just brush that through again, get rid of any knots, and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now we're going to start creating sort of the length of the band area of the ponytail by just stacking loads of pink hairbands on top of each other and then making it rigid with bobby pins like so. I probably used about 8 bands to do this style, so you just want to keep stacking them on top of each other. It does get quite difficult to pull the hair through the more you do, but just make sure they're quite tight and persevere with it. Now to make that band area stand up straighter, you just want to take your bobby pins and slide them through the bands so that it kind of stands up straight. And I used a lot of bobby pins, I think I used about 10 just throughout the whole circumference of that band area. So after you've done that, you just want to take down the 2 strands that are closest to the ponytail so that you can start wrapping them round to cover those bands. Now just take some hair gel and make sure that that strand of hair is really nice and flat, almost like a ribbon of hair. I just use my comb to make it even smoother. And then wrap the hair round the front to the other side, then round the back and go up to the top. And then just start wrapping until you get all the way to the base, but you want to leave a little bit of a tail on the end. Now take a bobby pin and just slide that through that little tail of hair and underneath the bands and the ponytail so that you can't see the bobby pin, and then you can cross over another one kind of going in a diagonal direction to the first one just so that it locks it in place. And you take that tail and cover up any tracks that might be showing anywhere by just combing and smoothing over that area. You do the exact same thing on the other side. I noticed that you couldn't really see what it's supposed to look like on camera, so I've included some pictures that I took afterwards of how that crossover should look and how the band should be covered. Okay, so now just take down your front 2 strands and give them a nice little brush. You want to blast the whole thing with quite a lot of hairspray and just use your comb to smooth out any bumps, any mistakes, cover any tracks with more hair. And finally, you just want to tease your ponytail, make it really nice and fluffy by taking the first section and just back combing that and then spraying it with hairspray and then adding more sections into it as you go along. Just some finishing touches of hairspray and floofing. And you are done. If you have given this tutorial a go, I'd really love to see your work, so tag me on Instagram at @LallyBurns. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've got any questions, any comments, anything you want to see next. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and have an amazing day. Mwah!